Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is the day of the big game, and we're going to be making a ton of snacks, like an inappropriate amount of snacks for the 2 people that are going to be eating them.
And Buttercup.
Well, she's not going to be eating them unless you give them.
Things will fall on the floor.
Anywho, so yeah, we're going to be making a bunch of snacks, and I wanted to share with you guys 2 best ever recipes. So first up is best ever queso, which, I mean, cameraman, you would agree that this is probably the best ever.
It's by far the best ever.
It's like chips and cheese on steroids that you just never want to stop eating. And then we're going to do some wings, although I have already made the wings, but we're going to do best ever barbecue sauce.
Wings.
I have been making this barbecue sauce for a decade.
That's 10 years.
That's 10 years, but since like we lived in our old place, right?
Yeah.
And it always seems to get pretty rave reviews. So I'm gonna share my secret barbecue sauce with you guys. If you like your barbecue sauce thick and sticky and sweet, then this is the barbecue sauce for you. If not, then you're not gonna like it. All right, first up is the queso. So I have a pan heating on the oven with a little bit of oil in it.
Look at that, it's oil.
And I'm gonna chop up a little bit of onion, about a half of, I'm using a Vidalia onion. I like a sweeter onion. And we're just gonna chop that up and get it sauteing in the pan. This queso dip is, well, first of all, I was addicted to it when I was pregnant because, I don't know, I was addicted to a lot of things when I was pregnant, all, of course, appropriate. You don't laugh? Like, I'm just gonna sit here laughing at my own jokes? Jeez,
Jesus, I'm sorry, I'm focused on your chopping.
Oh yeah, my expert knife skills here.
By far, I'm a horrible cameraman, and I'm trying not to be, but obviously you'll be able to tell how horrible I truly am.
You better not.
I'm working,
I'll hire someone else. All right, onion chopped.
Look at that.
Look at those.
Get your hand out of the way.
Exceptional knife skills.
There you go. Look at that.
All right. Dump that into our pan.
Into the pan.
Nice sizzle, sizzle.
Sizzle, sizzle. Get all of them in there. Oh, look at that. Oh, there's one on the floor. Look. Right there. Let's zoom in on that. And there's a little bit of crumbs, too.
Lone onion. Lone piece of onion.
What's next, babe? What's next?
All right.
Give it a little shaky.
Don't rush me. Shake that onion up. Nice into the pan. I have this on about a medium-high heat.
That would be a medium-high right there. Like a flame. Okay, great.
All right, and to this, I'm going to add about a pound of Italian sausage. I'm using mild, or no, it would be sweet. Sweet Italian sausage.
Yep.
We don't have particularly lovers of spicy food in this house, so if you want to use a hot Italian sausage, feel free, whatever your particular tolerance is. And then I'm going to use this handy dandy little tool I found from Amazon.
Don't spill the onions.
Spill the onions?
No, I think you're good. It was a close call, but.
And look at this, it just like chops up your meat for you. Like if you're like browning meat or whatever, instead of like using
a spatula,
your wooden spoon. It just does the work for you. I don't know, whatever. Anything that saves my hands, I'm gonna...
What's the red side for?
It's like a little spatula.
Oh, okay.
Right? So it's a 2-for-1.
That's fancy.
Breaks up your meat, stirs it around, all that good stuff. So I'm just gonna break this apart.
Look at that meat finally broken apart.
Break this sausage.
What kind of meat is that?
Sausage.
Oh, okay.
And I'm just gonna let that kind of chill for now. We'll do some more breaking.
Don't break it.
We'll do some more breaking up as it begins to brown. So onions, sausage in the pan. Let that do its thing. We want to get that nice and browned. So I'm using a non-stick pan. I probably should have mentioned this earlier. I'm using a non-stick pan because this is going to end up being just ooey gooey cheesiness. And if you use like a cast iron or like I don't know, what is other than a nonstick pan?
Don't know.
A different pan. It's gonna stick all over us.
Don't know pans.
So nonstick is the way to go here. All right, while that's doing its thing,
Vita.
let's discuss. So for whatever reason, I mean, I think I know the reason. Velveeta has gotten a terrible rep. Can I open this? Velveeta has a terrible reputation from snobby food people.
Comes in foil in a cardboard box. What do you expect?
It lasts 20 to 30 years.
Opened.
But, unfortunately for those food snobs, it makes the most delicious, ooey gooey queso that ever lived. I mean, right? Put it with your pasta. Come on.
Delicious.
Velveeta noodles. Come on. I just happen to grow up on Velveeta, so I think it's the bee's knees.
The bee's knees. Okay.
And I'm snobby, but I'm not snobby about Velveeta. I don't know, whatever.
Whatever.
If you don't want to use Velveeta because you have like a moral objection to using homogenized cheese, that's certainly your prerogative. Use, by all means, chop up an aged cheddar or some, you know, a Mexican blend if you'd like. Really, whatever tickles your fancy. But if you really want to have a good, creamy, ooey gooey situation,
that's the bee's knees.
A block of Velveeta. So I'm just chopping this up into like more manageable chunks.
Zoom in on your sleeve.
A very sophisticated chop here.
Look at that shadow I'm casting on this.
Beautiful.
I'm a horrible cameraman. Where's it? Where's what?
My little.
Oh, your little rag.
My little.
Oh no, you want a
hand
paper towel?
washer. All right, so I'm gonna go back to chopping here. Well, not chopping. What is this called?
Mashing.
Mash? No, it's not really mashing. Separating? How's that sound?
Whatever.
Breaking this up. Breaking. And you want, like I said, you want this to get brown, so we're gonna let this go for a little while.
No pink. No pink.
No pink in our sausage. No, that's not good for anyone.
Can we just look out the window real quick, or a second?
Go for it.
Just wanted to
See
show
what
them.
I just went out in to go get Velveeta.
Look at this snow. It's snowing. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Beautiful day in the neighborhood. Bump.
Is that my head?
Yeah.
Great.
Still chopping that meat.
Still breaking it up.
Breaking it up. Look at it, starting to get brown now.
We're just gonna let that kind of chill, do its thing, get browned up, do its good, yummy thing that it's going to do.
Just doing the yummy thing.
While that happens, I'm gonna throw this stuff away.
Oh, good idea. Oh, that fell on the floor.
Onion on the
Onion peel on the floor.
While this is doing its thing, I'm gonna start my barbecue sauce because I like for that to sit and marinate and get all like
Ooey gooey.
delectable.
Sticky dicky.
Okay.
Sticky icky.
So super easy barbecue sauce recipe. Okay. Starts with a heaping helping of some brown sugar.
Brown sugar.
I like to do, so it's a brown sugar ketchup base. I like to do 1-to-1 in terms of ratio. So if you're making barbecue sauce for one, maybe you just want to do like a tablespoon of each and you can make it a smaller serving.
Brown sugar.
But if I'm doing,
Brown sugar.
what, do I keep calling it brown sugar?
Brown sugar. I just like saying things.
If I'm doing barbecue sauce for, a dozen wings, then I'm gonna do about a cup to a cup. So about a cup of brown sugar here, all nice and broken up. And then I'm gonna add about a cup of ketchup. Kind of stir that up and get that incorporated. The brown sugar will really just melt into the hot sauce. So now that that's incorporated, we can add some little extras. I am going to add a little bit of Worcestershire
sauce.
So, I don't know, tablespoon?
Sure.
Teaspoon?
A splash of Worcestershire sauce.
I just like stir, I don't know, I incorporate everything individually. About the same amount of soy sauce, adds a little bit of saltiness. Worcestershire gives that kind of like, I don't know, meaty.
Meaty taste.
Meaty taste. And then a couple seasonings here, just a dash of cayenne pepper. Gives you that little spiciness in the back of your throat after you taste it. Just nothing too overpowering. Like I said, we're not a spicy food loving family here. Onion powder, just a dash. And a dash of garlic powder.
Big dash.
A dash. I think that's a like real measurement. Right?
Yeah.
All right. So this is a good time to just give it a little taste. See what it needs. It's really about your preference. That's what's good about this. I don't have exact measurements. I don't like to go by exact measurements. I like to go by taste. So if it's too ketchupy, you need to add brown sugar. If it tastes too sweet, add a little bit of Worcestershire or soy sauce. So just stir that all together and then give it a little taste. Like I said, I just like to do it for my personal taste.
Yummy.
It's good, I think. You want to taste it?
Okay.
I can double dip because it's only the two of us eating it.
Yeah, it's really good.
Need anything?
No.
Okay. There we go. Now I'm just going to let this sit. It's only going to get better. The brown sugar is going to melt down. All the flavors are going to coagulate. I don't know that coagulate is a really good food term. But it's going to be great. All right, back to the queso. Look at this. We're getting nice brown on here. So now is the perfect time to add our cheese.
There you go. Get that cheese in there.
All right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take these giant blocks of cheese and just plop it in. We want this to melt down. And then we're going to add some other good extras.
Cheese.
So, as you can see, we've used the whole block.
Oh, jeez.
It's a lot of cheese.
It is.
Especially if it's going to be a single serving. So, I'm going to turn down the heat just a little bit. We don't need to get our cheese browned. And because Velveeta is such a good little melter, it's just going to melt down.
Wrong way.
Do its thing.
Yes.
It's a bit of cheese.
It's the largest block of Velveeta they sell.
That's true. I risked my life to go out in the weather and get this Velveeta because my initial shopping trip, I forgot the Velveeta. And you know what? I blame my son because he is my helper. I don't care that he's only 7 months old. He is my helper on these. It just looks like one big mess.
I know.
He is my helper on these shopping trips, and he likes to play with paper. He likes the crinkles. So I give him my list to hold, and he ingests it.
He drooled all over
And
it.
I'm convinced that he ate the part that had, well, he didn't eat it, please. Oh my God. He didn't eat paper.
No.
Put it in his mouth.
He drooled on it so much that it literally...
Put it in his mouth, I immediately took it out.
There he is, right there. What are you doing? He's swimming. Swimming in his crib.
Swimming?
Swimming.
He smells that Velveeta. He knows. Oh, I had this.
When I was in Mommy's belly.
I know what's going on out there. There's some cheese happening.
Cheese.
Cheese, cheese, cheese.
That is a lot of cheese.
So it's not going to be this thick, even as it's melting down, it's not going to be this thick. We're adding some liquid to this. but I want the cheese to melt first before we add in the other liquids.
Makes sense.
But yeah, sacrificed myself for the sake of the case. All right, we're getting there. Oof. We're getting there. You know, once it gets tough to stir, that's when we're getting close. Come on.
Jeez.
You're not gonna get this ooey gooey from an aged cheddar. A fine Gouda. I'm sorry.
You're just not gonna get it.
Demean yourself. And get the Velveeta. All right, what I'm gonna do now is literally my hand hurts. We're in a good spot, so I'm gonna add in a little bit of our liquids, and that is gonna be not a little bit. I'm gonna add in the rest of it.
All right.
So that's gonna be in the form of some fire roasted diced tomatoes and green chilies.
Hold it up to the camera. Let's see what it is. There you go. Diced tomatoes, fire roasted.
We're gonna add in 2 cans. So these are just 2 10-ounce cans. This is gonna add a little spice, but just a little spice, don't worry. But also some much needed moisture to break up this entire block of cheese. So 2 cans are going in. And we're just gonna stir this around.
Yummy.
Incorporate the liquid into our cheese.
Smells really good too, by the way.
If only we had smell-o-vision.
Yeah, that was the thing. Remember on Double Dare?
Was it?
No, I'm just kidding.
That doesn't sound right.
I know.
So 2 cans, tomatoes and chilies. Again, depending on your spice level, maybe you absolutely despise any sort of spice. Just do diced tomatoes. Maybe you are like, no, need more.
More spice.
Add an extra can of green chilies. So it's really, what's good about this recipe is it's customizable for your palate. But the basics are here, and the basics are Velveeta.
I knew you were going to say
All right, you want to get a close-up of this?
Yep.
Oh my God. Look at that. Seriously? Show me your gorgonzola that can do this. Although maybe gorgonzola can do it.
Yeah, that probably could. But not your sharp cheddar.
Not an aged cheddar. All right, so this is gonna chill out on the stovetop. I'm gonna let it kind of, do its thing, marinate together, get nice and tasty. And then, what's left to do but taste it.
Yummy.
1 hour later.
All right, so queso has been bubbling away for what, like 5 minutes?
I would say about 5 minutes.
About 5 minutes? Mm-hmm. So, I mean, come on. Look at this, like, gooey masterpiece.
It is looking delicious.
It is ready for serving. So, cameraman, if you would like to take a sample.
Okay.
Try a little tortilla chip.
These are our tostados, original. Oh, that's a broken chip. That is not going to work.
Chip.
Yeah,
Definitely,
look at this thing.
definitely
That's a
full
fully.
chip.
That's a good one. Let's not break it off in the dip.
Look at that. Look at that.
Oh. I knew it was going to happen.
Look at that. That's thick.
It is. Barely even drips. Ready? Ah. It was hot, but that is really good.
So to finish off, I roasted off some chicken wings.
Yep.
These are just chicken wingettes. I put some salt, pepper, garlic powder, some olive oil, and put salt, pepper, olive oil, and put these in the oven to roast for about 20 minutes on 400 degrees, and that will usually give you perfect wingettes. So I'm going to take our barbecue sauce, and this is just how I serve it. Some people are just kind of like, they like their wings drenched in a sauce. Some people, just like it like lightly sauced. That's actually kind of me. I don't like
We're dipping them.
super heavy sauce. So I just, before I serve, kind of drizzle the barbecue sauce over the wings pretty lightly. And then I'll just serve it with the barbecue sauce so people can choose to take extra and eat it that way.
Okay.
But that's it. So these are two of our favorite snacks, I would say, right? Especially for, you know, football Sundays or basically, you know, Wednesday. So I hope you guys give these a try. I think they're definitely worth trying. You could see super, super simple. Hardly takes any time at all. Literally, the baby's been napping this whole time, so you can do it during a baby nap. But it's, yeah, pretty delicious. So I hope you guys have a fantastic Sunday, a fantastic week. And if you try any of these recipes, let me know. Reach out, comment, whatever, tag me. I'd love to know if you guys love these as well. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya.
Bye-bye.
Hi, welcome to Kristen's cooking show, and here we have main star Kristen.
Is it like super zoomed into my face?
Not at all.
Oh, okay.
It's all the way out. Actually, I can't go any further.
While this is doing its thing, I am going to go over and start.
Just because.
Don't annoy me.
What are you gonna do?
Okay.
And live